And while she ate, she grew. She swelled and turned gray, and she smelled like them. They remade her in their image. Then she made more of them.
This should be easy enough.
Dead cast insignia. Ah, if proven, the lineage of the dead cast house symbol could lead to the Legion of the Dead being considered as a form of noble house in its own right. This must be entered into the memories in the shape-writ if the validity of the claim is to be tested. So we may be able to gain some additional glory for the Legion in return for their sacrifice down here.
Let's get started. Right.
Yeah, pulling stuff out of fleshy sacks.
Brood mother.
Brood mother. Good God. Oh, that thing is going down.
Desperation is an ugly perfume. Only one shall stand.
Go Zevron.
Fun, no?
Ah, Zevon gets the cool end cinematic kill for the Brood Mother.
Time for a little cleanup.
That's where they come from. That's why they hate us. That's why they need us. That's why they take us. That's why they feed us. But the true abomination is not that it occurred, but that it was allowed. Branka, my love. The stone has punished me, dream friend. I am dying of something worse than death. Betrayal.
Oh, those screams at the end just chill my blood. Alright, let's loot the battlefield here. Of course, the Brood Mother herself should have some nice drops. And yeah, not bad. So now we know the dark secret of the darkspawn. It turns out that when the darkspawn capture the females of different species, be it elf or human or dwarf or even Kunari, they are taken down into the depths here and fed and corrupted and probably a lot of other worse things I'd rather not mention. And they become this, a Brood Mother. She gives birth to the darkspawn that we've been fighting. Who knows how many are down here. But that also answers the question why there are darkspawn of different types. It depends on which race the poor woman was before she got turned into the Brood Mother. Will dictate what kind of darkspawn she ends up giving birth to. Oh, inventory is full. Have to start being choosy about what I pick up from now on. But according to Hespeth, this was one of their house, this Brood Mother, who we just slew, and that Branka allowed this to happen on her quest for the Anvil. So, Branka has a lot to answer for, it seems. So we come to the final part of this dwarven quest, and this is about as deep into the interior of the planet that we are going to go during this entire adventure. And this is the resting place for the Anvil of the Void.
If Branka is anywhere, this has to be it. She will not be unprepared. What was that?
Let me be blunt with you. After all this time, my tolerance for social graces is fairly limited. That doesn't bother you, I hope.
Well, shave my back and call me an elf. Branka? By the stone! I barely recognized you!
Ogren. It figures you'd eventually find your way here. Hopefully you can find your way back more easily. And how shall I address you? Hired sword of the latest lordling to come looking for me? Or just the only one who didn't mind Ogren's ale breath?
Be respectful, woman. You're talking to a Grey Warden.
Ah, so an important errand boy, then. I suppose something serious has happened. Is Enrin dead? That seems most likely. He was on the old and wheezy side.
Orzammar needs a new king to defend against a blight.
A king won't defeat a blight. We've had 40 generations of kings, and lost everything. I don't care if the Assembly puts a drunken monkey on the throne. Because our protector, our great invention, the thing that once made our armies the envy of the world, is lost to the very darkspawn it should be fighting. The Anvil of the Void. The means by which the ancients forged their army of golems and held off the first archdemon ever to rise. It's here, so close I can taste it.
But of course, there's a catch.
The Anvil lies on the other side of a gauntlet of traps designed by Caradon himself. My people and I have given body and soul to unlocking its secrets. This is what's important. This has lasting meaning. If I succeed, the Dwarven people benefit. Kings, politics, all that is transitory. I've given up everything and would sacrifice anything to get the Anvil of the Void.
So we've seen. Does that include Hespeth and the others of your house?
Enough questions. If you wish me to get involved with this imbecilic election, I must first have the Anvil. There's only one way out, Warden. Forward. Through Caradon's maze, and out to where the Anvil waits.
What has this place done to you? I remember marrying a girl you could talk to for 1 minute and see her brilliance.
I am your paragon.
So I guess Branka's not willing to try to brave these trials herself, so she's going to make us do it. Story of our life. And so we get into the final push here towards the Anvil, and this is going kind of like your standard Indiana Jones types scenario, where you have a series of trials that guard a item of great importance. First one is basically just a gauntlet of darkspawn.